कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There is a difference between action and karma. Normally, in English it is translated as synonymous. They are different. Action and karma has a difference if we have to understand it. If you go with something print out and give it to the concerned government official, these are my documents and we have a sale agreement between me and this person. So will it be accepted as a sale agreement unless it is authenticated by the signature? Only printed paper is not a legal document. It becomes a legal document when it is authenticated by both the seller as well as the purchaser. What does it mean? That I agree with this. So what is the difference between action and karma? Same difference. See? So, what is karma and action? Let us understand through some example. See, those who are observing fast on a particular day, in India, those who are following Bhagwan Sri Krishna or Bhagwan Ram, they are called as the devotees. Now, devotees impose on themselves certain rules and regulations so that the life remains self-disciplined. And one of the rule and regulation is they observe fast on a particular day of the week or a month. So, for example, they observe fast on Ekadashi, 11th day of the month, lunar month. So, if they happen to eat something on that day, when they are supposed to observe fast, but if they eat something, they feel very bad and they feel it is a sin that I have taken food on this particular day. This is the short story. Now, once it happened, one of my professional hazards are this. They give me food first. And when I eat it and survive, then others are given. So I am a universal guinea pig. So like that, I went to somebody's place for food. They kept a nice plate. And all the mothers, ammas, they were standing there looking at me how I eat. You can imagine how comfortable it is when you are eating, somebody is watching you. But that is my professional hazard. I have no choice. So, why they give, first, after eating that if I survive, then the others are given. They call it prasad, but it is a risk factor. Okay, thereafter, when I was taking my food, I made a spoon out of that roti chapati bread, took a dig into the dal, but nothing was there except water. Then I went to the vegetable and everything and made a bite for me. So I was supposed to eat it. So when the bite was going nearer to my mouth, all those ammas who were standing, their mouths started opening. Because so much identified with the bite. And when I saw one particular amma, her mouth opened like a crocodile, very big. So I called her. I said, Mama, please come. So she came. And then I gave her. Now you eat first, because my rule is, before I eat, I offer it to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And today, you are my Krishna. So I gave her. She ate it, feeling very great. Of all the people, I am called. And after that, when my food was over, when I sat, then she came crying. Swamiji, what will happen? I said, I don't know. Do you know today is Ekadashi and you gave me the food to eat? I am not supposed to eat food today. But you gave me this. Now what will happen? I said, you go to hell. Swamiji, yes, you will go to, because you have eaten food today, you should not have eaten. No. I said, now learn one principle. What we have to learn. When food is eaten, their I factor is added. I have eaten the food, is it not? That you have got max factor. In our scripture, we have got an I factor. I have eaten the food. Okay. After the food goes in your stomach, do we have this thing, I am digesting the food, don't disturb me? No. Food is digested. Now, when is a constipation? Is it a sin? A dysentery, is it a merit? No. Because I is not involved. So what is the difference between action and karma? That action which is associated with a sense of doership is karma. And it is here the parents suffer in life. They have this wrong notion. I am taking care of my children. Because of me, the child is growing. See, friends, there was a very short man. When I looked at him, I said, hey, how come you are not growing tall? He said, Swamiji, what can I do? I have no parents, so I could not grow. Now tell me, what the parents do to grow the children? It is happening. But the parents have that arrogance. I am taking care of my children. As if there are no parents, the children stop growing or what? And because of this, the parents become miserable because of their children. Because of this I factor. See, friends. Therefore, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, when you are doing your duty, you are not obliging anybody. How simple it is? It's not difficult. We have to only accept it in principle. And therefore, the teacher says, do your karma just to express joy, not to get happiness from your karma. And while doing it, do not allow this virus of I factor to crop up. See, friends. So I am doing this, I am doing that. No. Then what is to be done? We can change our voice. You know, in English literature, there are two voices. Active voice and passive voice, isn't it? Active voice is, I have done this job. Is active voice. In this, I is important. Job is secondary. What is a passive voice? Hey, the job is done. Now, who has done the job is not important. The job is important. But normally what happens? our attention is on I. I have done this, I have done that. And therefore, the karma is happening. And then we suffer. See, friends. Therefore, let us be passive in our expressions in life. Hey, job is done, yaar. Forget about it. Over. But what happens? We have to add I. At every moment. I have done this, I have done that, then suffer. Okay, so because of this I, the problems come in life. Okay, then I will not do anything. There also I is there. I will not do anything. See, therefore, the last important principle according to Bhagavad Gita is never retire in life. Remain active, dynamic, produce wealth. When we get retired, we are a problem for everybody around us. Because we are not occupied. We must have something to look forward to when we get up in the morning. Otherwise, we get up in the morning, oh God, I have nothing to do. Hare Ram. See, we must have perfect planning of the day. No day just goes through like that only, lazing around. And therefore, these are the four principles. We don't do anything to get happiness, but everything is done to express happiness. All actions are done in the present. I cannot do anything yesterday. I cannot do anything tomorrow. Yesterday has gone, tomorrow never comes. So whatever we are doing now and here. So if we learn this simple principle, whatever we have to do now and here, if that we do happily, then we are not seeking happiness in life. But what happens? We do the things, we complain, we get frustrated. See, I have done so much for him, but now he doesn't care for me. Who asked you? Don't do it. Remember this basic principle. Whatever we do in life, nobody needs us. Now I have come to your beautiful place for the first time. None of you need me. I know it very clearly. Then why I have come? It is my need. When I take this as my need, then I cannot have arrogance. I cannot be demanding. I'll be able to be comfortable under all conditions because it is my need. See, friends, but if we have the wrong notion, I am doing this, I am doing that, then you suffer, then start demanding. See, friend, if you take this principle at home, whatever we do or we don't do, it is our need. And a person who is in need cannot be arrogant. Take an example. This year, when I went to US, in the immigration queue, there were about few hundred people, 300-400 people. Big queue. And there are immigration officers, about 15-20 of them. But whatever may be the reason, all of them walked away. They say, we are tired, we can't do beyond this thing. And all the people who have come to USA, they are waiting. Nothing can be done. No noise, no shouting, no abusing, no nothing. Everybody standing. Quiet. Why? America or any country doesn't want us to go to that country. We want to go to that country. And therefore, everybody was behaving properly. So when we are standing in the queue, we are not obliging anybody. It is our need. If you can't stand, go away. Exactly the same way, if we take this principle of life, whatever we are doing, nobody needs us. It is our need. Who needs whom? The parents need the children or the children need the parents? Think. When you people get married, you don't have children for few years, then you start running from pillar to post. I want a child. So if it is your need, now take care. You are not obliging. But this is where most of us feel in a wrong way that we are doing some good to somebody. My friends, we are the most unwanted furniture in this world. When we were not here in this world, nothing was lacking. When we will leave this world, nothing will be lacking. If you don't trust, go and see. Not required. So our earlier arrival or earlier presence and later presence is of no consequences to this world. Our presence, what is the consequence of this? But ahankara vimudhatma karta amiti manyate. But we have that arrogance. I am doing this, I am doing that. Forget about it. See, friends, this I factor is to be taken care of properly. It is for this purpose we have to engage ourselves into activity. Not any activity, but as they are defined. And as a result, we will be occupied 24/7 in life. See. Once I was coming from one country, say New Zealand, to Mumbai. And I was there only for 24 hours or so. So my friend who came to receive me on the airport, he said, Swamiji, why are you running? Here to there, there to there, there to there. Why don't you stay? You have nothing. No ashram, no disciple, no nothing. Why are you running here and there? I said, okay, thank you for the concern. Therefore, now onwards, I will stay in your house throughout my life. No, I don't mean that. We are honored only if we don't stay long. Before, people have to tell us, will you now go? Before that, we should have the wisdom to quit. Now see, all these things put together, whatever we are doing, it is our need. And when we do something as our need, we cannot be arrogant. If you are not arrogant, you will never suffer in life. Humility is important. See? When huge floods come, big trees are swept away in the floods. But the grass on the banks of the river, it bends. The grass is not uprooted because it bends. And after floods are over, again, comfortable. But the arrogant trees, they are taken away. See, my friends, therefore, this is the principle which Bhagavan Krishna told Arjun. Arjun, you are just an instrument in the divine game. You know, in Yoga Vasishta, when I was talking, I discovered something very good in that. When we dream, good or bad dream, in that dream, see how many people are there. The world is there, 5 elements, and then the animals, the plants, the human beings, good and bad, living, fighting, floods, shooting, everything is there. After the dream is over, do we ever bother about what happened to those people in the dream? We don't bother. Dream is over. So all those people in the dream, they were in our mind. But when the mind is awakened, no more dreaming, then we don't care. Exactly the same way. We are all in the dream of the Hiranyagarbha or the God, in simple words. We are all in the dream of the God. See? And when his sleep is over, what we call the ultimate deluge, when Mahapralaya happens, so God wakes up from his sleep. And when he wakes up, will he bother about you and me? Where we have gone? But we have that notion as if this is so real. Therefore, the more we are taking life lightly in the light of wisdom, we will go through all that is required, but we will not become miserable or frustrated. And for all this, we have to work on our mind. So first, working on our mind, I told you, with reference to our relational existence in this world. See, Patanjali says about this relational existence as the principle of yama. Ahimsa, satya, asteya, aparigraha, brahmacharya. 5 principles. So we should be living our life in such a manner that we are not a problem for the world, and world is not taken as a problem by us. See? What will be the result? We'll stop reacting in life. We'll start responding in life. Then the second thing, we are a problem for ourselves. See? When we are all alone, why we should feel disgusted, frustrated, bored? See? Suppose this girl comes to me and I get bored of her. Yeah, it's too much boring. Excuse me, I have to go somewhere. I can go away. But if I am getting bored of myself, where will I go? You can imagine a person who gets bored of himself, what a solid bore he must be. You know, his condition is like what? One patient went to the doctor and doctor said, what's the problem? Patient says, sir, I have got a problem that I snore so loudly in my sleep. Because of my own snoring, my sleep breaks. What should I do? The doctor said, go and sleep in other room. When you are fed up of yourself, who can help you? Friends, if you means we all, if we want to know whether we are on the right track on the spiritual path, try this. Are you bored of your own presence? And therefore, you want something else as a support? WhatsApp, TV, news, music. Why? I am bored of myself. Remain alone, not lonely. Aloneness is God realization. Loneliness is samsara. See? Therefore, we have to work in this line. So we are not taking world as a problem. We are not a problem for the world. Now, second thing, we are not a problem for ourselves. And therefore, we have to keep ourselves occupied. So when we are occupied, then we are not a problem. Otherwise, I don't know what to do now, I do not know what to do. Then immediately, let us eat something. First thing, eat something. And there is no end to it. See, friends. Therefore, after these two things are done, then we are now really, sincerely working on our mind. See? Meaning what? When we don't take world as a problem, we are not a problem for the world, our mind is at peace. We have no comments. The world is very bad, this is happening, that is happening. Don't worry, it is always like that. Nothing is new in this world. See? Second thing, we are not fed up of ourselves. Either we get into drinks or drugs or something or the other because we don't want to be with ourselves. Run away from ourselves. For this, try one experiment right now. And then we learn something from that experiment. Experiment is very simple. Experiment is, for next 1 minute, do not talk to yourself. Stop. Now add one more parameter. Do not talk to yourself and also listen to silence. Stop. Now see what has happened. When I said don't talk to yourself, did I tell you do not talk among yourself? No. But you did not talk among yourself. Because when you are at peace with yourself, you don't need a company. And listening to silence means what? Silence cannot be heard. Ears can hear only sounds. Then what is the meaning of listening to silence? Listening to silence means no sounds disturb us. In this, are there any efforts? Because a real spiritual life is not doing anything. It is a process of undoing. But they do yoga, they do meditation, and suffer silently. Therefore, you go to any yoga studio, outside there is a board. Don't disturb. Keep silence. We are already disturbed inside. How can somebody disturb me? Are my eyes disturbed when it looks at the red color or a yellow color? No. Are the ears disturbed when I hear God's name or an abuse? No. They are only illuminators. They are only telling this is red, this is yellow, that's it. What is the disturbance? I like red color. Yellow, dirty fellow, I don't like. The problems begin. See, my friends, these things are not in books. You have to discover within yourself. So when we are wanting to achieve perfect control over our mind so that the mind is an asset for us, not a liability. Therefore, in the 6th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells about the yoga of self-discipline. And in that yoga, he first of all defines what is yoga. Patanjali says, yoga ha chitta vritti nirodha. I am not in favor of that yoga. See? Because there you are struggling. No thought should come in my mind. No thought, chitta vritti nirodha. And then we find out the reason. Because you are... Ask any yogi in the world. Have they sincerely attained 100% chitta vritti nirodha? Perfect, zeroed their thought process? To whom are you cheating and deceiving? Yourself. The real yoga, according to Bhagavan Krishna, is tam vidya dukkha sanyoga viyogam yoga sanjitam. Yoga is that when miseries come in your life, you refuse to be miserable. That is yoga. And for that, we don't have to go to yoga studio. Why? Miseries come at our home. We like everything homemade, is it not? This is our bread homemade. These are our pickles homemade. So why do you go to the yoga studio or to a Himalaya so that I can do the yoga? Why don't you have homemade yoga? Husband and wife staying together happily. Best yoga. Because husband is a problem for the wife, wife is a problem for the husband, and yet they are happy. Wow, what more you want? Tam vidya dukkha sanyoga viyogam yoga sanjitam. And how it has to be practiced? Sa nishchena yoktavyaha yoga. You have to be committed to this. May what happen. Neither you become miserable nor you justify that you are miserable. See, my friends, this is Bhagavad Gita. And this we have to work on it. Nobody can do it for us. See, I was in US other day, and one yoga studio lady, she happened to come. After that, she gave her card to me. I read it and kept it in the pocket. She said, do you have any card? I said, no, I am discarded. No card. So I had no card. But do you do yoga? I said, yes. Her yoga studio's name was, you know what it was? Yoga Under the Tree. So when I read it, then I said, yes, I also do yoga. What is that? Yoga on the tree. See, friends. How can you be miserable in life, you tell me? The whole world is full of cartoons. But you must have that wit quotient in you to see the cartoon all over the world. You don't have to do anything to become happy. You just look at when you look at a cartoon, do you feel miserable? Or what is his nose so bad? No, you enjoy. See, my friends. So if we have to keep occupied, because there is no choice, we have to keep occupied. And if you are keeping her occupied not to get anything or lose anything, but just a time pass, therefore our mantra is life is a time pass. One person asked me on some airport, youngster, he said, Swamiji, how come you are here? I said, by default. I am your fan, he said. I said, why you are not moving? Moving. Fuse or what? No. I want to ask you a question. Whenever people look at me, they ask me a question because I am a questionable personality. And they are doubtfuls. Full of doubt. So he asked this question. You are moving around the world telling the people so many things, so many years, but the people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? Your all efforts are going in vain. I said, if you have got little bit of grey matter, you will understand. Then I asked him. I said, do you know what is the prayer of the doctors? Doctor's prayer is, like normal prayer you might have heard, Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, let everybody be cheerful and happy. Doctor's prayer is, Sarve bhavantu roginaha, let all the people be miserable and unhealthy. Then only they can survive. Then, similarly, my prayer is the same thing. Let everybody be ignorant so that my market is maintained. See, my friends, you cannot change anybody in this world. Can you change the quality of waters gathered from the mirage? You cannot change anything. This world has always been like this. Don't waste your time and suffer. Then leave just time pass. As we are on the airport, till our flight gate is announced, what we do? Time pass. We don't do time pass. We go for shopping. Buy this, buy that, and there is no place to keep in the bag. Relax, man, relax. See, tam vidya dukkha sanyogam viyogam yoga sannitam, then sanishena yoktavyaha. Anirvinna chetasa. Don't give up. Don't justify, you are miserable. And don't try to make anybody happy in this world. But normally you say, Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. You are not telling that way, you are telling the opposite. I said, yes. God has failed to make me happy. I, the miserable, will make others happy. Where God fails, how can we succeed? Then what is to be done? Accept the world as it is. We don't want to improve this world. He failed. See? But many people get into that mode. Social service to help the world. World doesn't need us. Remember this. Whatever we are doing, it is our requirement. Therefore, we do it for what? For time pass. That's it. Slowly, we will learn a beautiful way how to remain in this world without getting influenced by this world. See. But again, Arjuna asked a question. Although people know they have done the karma yoga, they have done the yoga, meditation, etc. And yet why the people go the wrong way? That is his question. Why people go the wrong way? Atha kena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha anichannapi vashnaya baladiva niyojita. Under whose command, although unwilling, we go the wrong way. Please tell me that. And Bhagavan Krishna says, Kama esha krodha esha rajo guna samudbhavaha maha ashanaha maha papma viddhenam iha vairinam. It is Desire allies anger. Because of these two factors, although unwilling, we go the wrong way in our life. See? Desire for money, desire for indulgence. See? And then, once that desire takes possession of us, we keep on accumulating. See, friends, money should not be accumulated, it should remain in circulation. Therefore, lesser the cash in the society, lesser are the possibilities of corruption. See? Minimum cash in the society, minimum corruption. Because where will be the money? Money will be in the banks. And bank will circulating the money. But what happens when people accumulate money? They keep on keeping the cash. And as a result, the cash flow in a society is reduced. And then all the wrong things start happening. In the same manner, we have to consciously recognize life is not desire fulfillment. Life is fulfillment without desires. If we look within ourselves, in our whole life, what we have done? Only one thing, fulfilling our desires. When we were children, I want this, I want that, I want this game, I want that thing. Then we grow, those toys become old. Then we become teenagers. Then different games, different thing, I want this, I want that, I want that. Then that goes away. Then we come to the college. Then again different desire, this way, that way. There is no end to it. See? And once the desires take possession of us, we are enslaved. Nobody can help us. And you will see the impact of the desire doesn't last eternally. It remains for a short period of time. But during that intense desire experience, we lose all our wisdom. Now to understand this, when you go to your house, go in your, I don't know here wardrobes how they are, but in USA I know, I have been going so many years, they have got a walk-in wardrobes. You walk in the wardrobe. There will be so many clothes hanging there. So when they go inside the wardrobe, it takes for them a month to come out. Where to go from, where to come out. See, jackets. There will be more than 30, 40, 60 jackets per person. Shoes, only 2 legs, but 20 pairs of shoes. Imagine if there are 4 legs. So many things, keep on accumulating. Anything you see new, oh, very beautiful, let me buy it. How many heads? Only 1 head. And how many caps? 200 caps. This is how our mind is playing fool of us. Friends, give it a try. The real joy is not in possession. The real joy is in giving up. See, it is said, before marriage, the man should fulfill his desires for clothing. After marriage, all purchases are only for the wife. Then, before a child is born, fulfill your desires of eating whatever you want to eat. After the child is born, only whatever the child wants, that is important. No, I will not eat. I will keep it for her. See? Now, when the mother or the father gives something rare to the child, that is more happiness than indulging yourself. See, friends, these things we have to learn from our own experiences. And this I learned from one person like you. I was traveling from Ranchi to Calcutta, Howrah, and after my lecture was over, I was in the train, and the train was due to leave. One person came and sat. I didn't know who is he, and I don't ask anybody about anything. I am not interested in anything in this world. See? So, I have never seen him coming for the lecture, so I said, I don't know, maybe some passenger. At the time of when the whistle blew, then he took out from his pocket, those days 500 rupees notes were not there, 100 rupees maximum. So he took out a bundle of 100 rupees notes, must be 10,000 or more, and he gave it to me. I said, come on, I don't need it. I have got a ticket and somebody will come to receive me there. So I don't need money. I don't carry money in my pocket. No. I said, I don't want it. He said, I know you don't want, but I want to give you. I know you don't need it, but it is my need I want to give you. See, friends, when we learn this principle, the real joy is not in possession. The real joy when you part with. Now don't take it surface level. Again, analyze your own experience. What is sleep? Do we get anything? We give up everything. The real joy is not in possessions. Real joy is in renunciation. Upanishad says, Tyage naike amrutatva marsha. But we all imagine, I have more and more, then I will be happy, happier, and Ram. Therefore, in Arjuna, this question, under whose compulsion, although unwilling, we go the wrong way in our life because of this desire. Kama is desire. Now, when a desire erupts in our mind, what is the result? Either desire is fulfilled or not fulfilled. When desire is not fulfilled, it turns as anger. Anger is nothing but unfulfilled desire. See? Or our desire is fulfilled, then greed. I want more. So this desire ultimately destroys us within. Desire is like the coronavirus. Why? See, when I was giving talks during coronavirus, I had called my lecture series as Corona Festival. And on that, many people asked me this question, Swamiji, how can you call it Corona Festival? I said, do you know what is a festival? He said, yes. I said, tell me what is a festival? Festival is festival. For example, Diwali festival, Christmas festival. Meaning what? It is for everybody. The Corona was for everybody. It was a festival. See? During that time, you must have experienced yourself. We had minimum requirement for clothes, minimum requirement for petrol, minimum requirement for going out, and we were still happy living, is it not? After Corona was lifted, again, Ram. Kamesha Krodhesh. And Rajoguna Samudbhavaha, those who are too much, I want this, they are not at peace with them, constantly want to do something. See? Relax. A Maha Mantra. All the time breathing. No, relax, 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 relax. Now, why we should not be so much influenced by the desire? Bhagavan says, Maha Ashanaha Maha Papma. Desires can never be fulfilled. You fulfill one desire, second is standing in a queue. There was a king, he had a son, a royal child. And the king was having a meeting in his big assembly. And the child was crying constantly. So the news went to the king. And the king said, what happened to the royal child? So the minister said, no, children cry, don't worry. No, he's not an ordinary child, he's a royal child, call him. So he came. So the king asked, hey Rajkumar, oh prince, what you want? I want a buffalo. So the king said, can't you give me a buffalo, a royal child? Buffalo was brought in the assembly. She looked around. All are looking like me only. And after the buffalo came, again he started crying. Now what you want? Get a green grass for her. So green grass came. See? Can't you give this much to my son? A royal child. Again when the grass came, again. Now what happened to Rajkumar? Feed the grass to the buffalo. So feed it. So simple. He is not asking something great. And when the grass was being fed, again, what happened? Take out the milk. See, do simple things. So take out, again, now what? Put the milk back. King said, give him one hit and get out. Desires can never be fulfilled in life. You fulfill one desire, second is standing in the queue. See, my friends, nobody can teach us. We have to see it from our own daily experiences. We want more, we want this, we want that. Maha Ashana. Ashana means hunger. The desire's hunger can never be satiated. And Krodha, anger. The meaning of Krodha in Sanskrit is that which doesn't allow expression of happiness is anger. Can somebody say, I am angry but I am happy? No. An angry person can never be happy in life. See, friends. Therefore, what this anger does, Mahapapma, under the spell of anger, one can do anything and afterwards regrets. See, friends. So who is compelling us to go the wrong way in our life? This desire allies anger. And what is our life? Only trying to fulfill our desires. When desires are fulfilled, we want more, greed. When desires are not fulfilled, we become angry. So our life is only having these two parts in a balance. Either anger or greed. Either anger or greed. Constantly going up and down, up and down. See, my friends. On the contrary, if we are happy during the winter because it is cold, nobody can make you miserable. Our problem is, when it is cold, oh God, it is so cold. Why is it so cold? God says, okay, I'll give you rains. Then the rains come. Oh God, it is too much raining. Okay, I'll stop the rains. I'll give you the summer. Then, oh God, it is too hot. God will say, give anything to this fellow, he only complains. Thereafter, he stops listening to our complaints. See? Therefore, our Maha Mantra is living at zero complaint level. No complaints about anything. Once, one person called me and told, Swamiji, I want to ask you. I said, ask. You were giving talks on your camera during this Corona festival, not for a day or two, but for 2 solid years, every day 2 talks. There was nobody in front of you. And your talk was the same as if you are in front of so many people. How can it happen? I said, because I am very clear. What? Do you think when the people are in front of me, they are listening? Similarly, whether somebody is a virtual audience or actual audience, for me it is the same. Then why I am talking? I am addressing myself. See, friends, if my talk does not influence me, will it influence others? I am the first audience who is listening. You are the second one. And you may be listening to 30%, 40%, 20%, but I am listening 100%. See what a difference it makes. We are here for our evolution, not for changing the world. The world is beautiful. The world is wonderful. Have we ever thought changing the rainbow? Come on, the same design for so many years, We should change the design, Or let me take a piece of the rainbow and give it as a necklace to my beloved wife. No. So, you look at the illusions, enjoy, don't want to change, don't want to possess, but just enjoy when it is there. If it has gone, we don't cry, oh, it has gone. No. Live in this wisdom 24/7. You have learned Bhagavad Gita. See? Otherwise, normally what happens? We get afraid, oh God, Bhagavad Gita, it is in Sanskrit. Why they are written in Sanskrit? Why not in English, Complain. Therefore, this Mahamantra which we have given you, life is a time pass. When there is a time pass, gain and loss are equal. See? Like the kids, sometimes I have to play because I am in their house and I have to take food. So I have to dance to the tune of the child. So the child tells me, Swamiji, let us play. No, I am not interested, but I have to play because I have to take food. And then the child is interested in victory or defeat. Till the food is ready, I have to keep that child engaged. Otherwise, I won't get food. So, the child is interested in victory or defeat. One of the two. See? Swamiji, I want to win. And my attention is not on her or the game or victory or defeat. My attention is on the food. So, when something is being played here and there, and then the mother calls, Swamiji, food is ready, hey, let's go. No, now you cannot go. Now we'll play completely. I am winning the game. For the child, winning or defeating is an issue. For me, it is a time pass. Live life like a time pass. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Always the balance is perfect. See, this is what Bhagavad Gita is. And this Bhagavad Gita was delivered by Bhagwan Krishna with a smile on the face and love in the heart. See, Sanjay tells Dhritarashtra, when Arjuna was crying in the first chapter miserably, that time Bhagwan Krishna said, Prahasanniva Bharata, with a smile on the face and love in the heart. When these two things are together, we are the followers of Bhagwan Krishna. Don't take life seriously. Life has always been like this. There is nothing new ever happened. Therefore, wherever we are placed, whenever we are there, whatever we are supposed to be 100%. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.